It's summertime again in the Philippines. And for so many years, we have been dreaming of experiencing overnight stays in a fancy white beach resort. That's when I decided to plan a trip for me, my wife, and kids. We have a limited budget, so I have to look for somewhere fancy but affordable. Luckily, I found this resort called Casa along Bolinao Beach. It looks very high-end, but it's very budget-friendly. I booked the reservation and then we waited. Our starting point is in Baguio City.
So time check, it's 8:30 in the morning. We are on our way to our first long trip. We're going to Bolinao, Pangasinan.
We were not that familiar in the place because it's our first long trip, so we used Google Maps to help us navigate to our destination. We were starving, so we stopped by a mall after a couple of hours on the road to get some quick bites.
Alright, so stop over muna kami sa CSI.
It was great at first, but as we are getting nearer to our destination, we were directed to shortcuts, and fortunately we were taken to an under construction and very rough road. It was kind of annoying at first, but all of those stress went away after we accidentally arrived at our first stop, the Lighthouse of Bolinao.
You do not have to be good. Even the best of us have been misunderstood.
Okay, so our first stop. Sakto napadaan kami dito sa bago kami makapunta sa sa Casa. Nadaan na rin kami sa Lighthouse.
Here, you have to pay for the environmental fee, which is 40 pesos per head, and an entrance fee of around 15 pesos per head. The good news is that the environmental fee is valid for 4 days, so you can use it to any tourist spots in Bolinao. We took some photos, videos, and bought a few souvenirs. By the way, the souvenirs were very affordable. It's almost 2 p.m. and we have to get going to check into the resort really quick. Otherwise, we might lose our reservation.
Galing na kami dito sa sa Lighthouse Bolinao. So ito yung first stop kasi nadaan kami dun sa sinundan namin yung Google Map. Kaso sa rough road. So punta na muna kami sa resort.
So we drove a few kilometers from the lighthouse and then we arrived to our temporary home for the next 3 days, the Casa Resort. We were welcomed by a very polite and accommodating resort staff.
Good afternoon po. May reservation po? Okay, so nandito na tayo. Nakarating tayo sa Casa Carolina. So let's play. Kasi, come on! We will pay muna. Come on.
We were also given fresh free buko shakes to welcome us. After we checked in and put our stuff in our room, we agreed to go find somewhere to eat first because we were really starving from the long drive. And so we went to our next stop, the famous Sunayan Grill.
Alright, so time check 3 o'clock. Mag-4 na nga eh. Pero kain muna kami kasi yung haba ng biyahe. Dito muna kami sa Balingasay River. Sunayan Grill.
The taste of Bolinao.
Try natin.
Sunayan Grill is located beside Balingasay River, and it's famous for its floating restaurant where you can order and eat food while your float is being pulled by a boat for like an hour. We didn't avail that experience anymore because we just wanted to eat, experience the view, and drive back to our resort and take a rest. We ordered some good seafood recipes and their famous halo-halo and fresh coconut and some soup. All this good food with a great view of the Balingasay River at a very affordable price. We even had some leftovers and had it taken out for dinner. It was a great experience indeed. And so we drove and head back to the resort because the kids were so excited to plunge into the pool. We also experienced the great sunset of the West Philippine Sea. We were so lucky to experience the sunset because earlier that day, the weather forecast says that it's going to be cloudy and rainy. The night has finally come after a long day. Our room is situated near the shore where you can hear the great sound of the ocean waves. And in front are some tables and the resort's bar. I was amazed when an acoustic local band started to play some chill music. It was a great night on the first day of our Bolinao trip.